1985 came the discovery of the superstrings theory, which stated that an elementary particle that is 10 to the negative 35 meters in diameter was the basic element of all matter. This prompted the idea that an infinite number of worlds exist parallel to our own, all separated by extra dimensions at the subatomic scale. Will be a year long remembered in the scientific world as Professor William Kaufman's published work on ubiquitary strings is released. Simply put, Kaufman predicts that travel to a parallel world may be possible using a method he's called string tunneling. But many in the scientific field, while agreeing with his findings, say that the power output that is needed is far beyond the capabilities of science.
Anthony Zhu's trial ended today with a narrow not guilty verdict. The families of the 11 MIT lab workers who were killed in the July 1999 explosion contend that Zhu was at fault, and that his attempt to create the first matter-antimatter reaction was the cause.
You're in my light, pal.
Commander Slade?
Not bad. I guess my weight, too.
I'm Major Vernon, sir. We've got a diamond priority situation at one of our outposts, and I'm to bring you to the site.
I got time to finish my drink? Guess not.
Sorry, sir, but we're almost to the site, and I'm supposed to debrief you before we land.
Get on with it, then.
In your mission briefing, you'll see that yesterday at 16:30 GST, a top-secret military experiment was launched.
You got any coffee?
No, sir. Now, if you'll just follow along.
Damn. Okay, I'm all ears, Major. Go on.
Well, as you may know, scientists have talked about traveling to parallel worlds for the last couple of years, and yesterday, we did it.
Did what?
We sent a probe through the boundary separating us from the other dimensions.
Really? Where'd you wind up? Belgium?
For 71 minutes, we were receiving data back from the probe before an entity from that world damaged it, sending an energy backlash through to our world that's caused an atomic chain reaction we were unable to contain.
Looks like your precious lab blew up.
Not exactly. Pilot, give me a 30-degree roll to port. It caved in.
Let me get this straight. The probe you shot in the Twilight Zone screwed up and is sucking us in?
Yes. And the vortex is growing exponentially, Commander. We estimate 25 days before the Earth is no more than a cosmic memory.
So why am I here?
You're here to escort a group of 3 scientists into the same parallel world to repair and retrieve that probe.
I'm trained in combat and survival. I don't run an escort service.
Urgent. Soft gear maintenance op needed at Hall G13. Red sector comm briefing is a go at 1300 hours.
Look, all I'm saying, Anthony, is we weren't ready. I was as eager as you to test our theories, but that didn't give us license to...
Us? I'm not taking the fall for your flawed theories, Kaufman. My energy source didn't lose that probe, and when we find it, I'll...
Attention. Report all
Gentlemen,
packages.
this is Commander Cutter Slade. He's here to make sure you have no problems on your little trip.
No more than you've got, anyway.
This is Professor William Kaufman, head of the Cristobal Project.
Lab techs,
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Commander. I'm sorry
You
it
and me
has to-
both, Professor.
And Professor Anthony Xu, Professor Kaufman's...
Guiding light. Without me, he'd still be at the blueprint stage.
Where I fear we should have stayed.
We can save the speculation until after we've plugged that hole, gentlemen. Professor Kaufman, you're due at the pad first.
Oh, I'll be along momentarily, Major.
Urgent. Task 5 commanders. P1 reload.
So, what's the plan, Professor?
Quite simple, really. When we get to the other world, we locate the damaged probe and repair the systems using these backup cards. Of course, the damage could be anything from the power output to the...
It's not the power output, it's the string tunneling device.
We'll find that out soon enough, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the pad. Why did they choose you, Commander?
Guess I drew the short straw.
Nice to know we have something in common. See you on the other side, gentlemen.
One step away from proving my energy source can work, and now this. I can't believe my luck.
Don't worry, Professor. Stick close to me and we'll get through this.
Listen, G.I. Joe. I'm only gonna tell you this once. I don't take orders from anyone.
Is that so?
I have a strong feeling you're going to be trouble.
The feeling's mutual, Professor. Suit's a bit on the tight side.
Sorry. We've already sent a shipment of new technology weaponry to the other world. The instructions were in your brief.
Thanks. By the way, you said 3 scientists. So far, I've only seen double.
Wolf?
Oh, God.
What's she doing here?
You two know each other?
Not really. I know her lawyers pretty well, though.
Look, about that,
Is there a problem?
I don't really know. Is there, Wolf? I wouldn't want the senator upset again.
My mother has nothing to do with this. I'm here on my own credentials.
Ms. Wolf is our exobiologist, Commander. If your mission runs longer than expected, she'll be helping you figure out which bugs to eat and what plants to
Commander
avoid.
Slade, T-minus 10 minutes to launch.
She'll also be attempting
Please report to
communication with the
Outcast.
sentient beings we saw on the probe.
Communication? Her? How ironic.
You don't understand, Commander. What happened wasn't...
This happy reunion will have to wait, you two. Commander, we need you on the pad now. Ms. Wolf? What was all that about?
Guess you guys didn't have time for background checks. Level with me, Vernon. Is this thing really gonna get us there alive?
Would you rather stay here?
You've got a point there. Just try not to break anything else before I get back, will you?
We'll try, Commander. Good luck.
Ulukai? Ulukai! Zonanikar! Sanguarta!
You guys want to keep it down? My head is splitting.
Ulukai, are you unhurt?
I think so, Doc, except my hearing's a bit out of whack.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Ulukai? What's that, some egghead word for... Holy shit!
What is Egghead?
Who are you? Where are the others?
I am Sakrin, leader of the Dolotai Guardians. What others do you talk of?
Others, like me.
We found you alone, Ulukai. No others were there.
Brilliant. Now what?
Now? Now we will help you retrieve your 5 Mons and defeat Feyran and his soldier leader Croax. then all of Adelpha will be free.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, Chief. I hate to burst your bubble, but I've already got a world to save.
Yes, Ulukai, and that is Adelpha.
Why do you keep calling me Ulukai? The name is Cutter Slade.
Hundreds of moons ago, the Prophet Khazar spoke of a higher being, the Ulukai, who would arrive at this time to save Adelpha from destruction at the hands of Feyran. To do this, you will need the 5 Mons, sacred objects that have been hidden around the regions of Adelpha, awaiting your arrival.
Sounds like you have some real problems. Zokgrim, was it? But right now, I gotta find the 3 other people on my team and a busted probe. That's my first priority. If I have time afterwards, I'll see what I can do about helping you, okay?
If you search for friends and busted probe, have you a way of finding them?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't.
Then I propose a deal with you, Ulukai. I will tell the other Dolotai Guardians to go out into their regions and search for what you seek. When they discover anything, they will get word to me, then I to you.
How many men do you have?
Once, we numbered in the thousands. Now we are but 100, and getting smaller with each moon.
So if I help you get these Mons, you'll use your 100 eyes and ears to look around this world for me?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice here. How will you know where I am?
We will know, Ulukai. Many Talon will not believe in you until they hear stories of your good deeds. All will watch your every move.
Fair enough. Now the probe is a big, shiny metal object, and I need to find it first.
Is this what you seek?
A backpack? Where'd you get that?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai, as one many sacred objects of the Yods.
No, the probe is much bigger than that. You said the rest of the equipment is there?
No, Ulukai. When sacred objects were discovered, many Talon take them for themselves, to have a little part of the Yods, and to feel hope that some moon they would help. Most Talon will not want to give up their sacred objects.
This mission will be a snap, Commander. It's just a simple repair operation. What could go wrong? Well, let's count. I lost my crew, can't find the probe. My equipment is being used by the natives as rosary beads. And I have one backpack with my HK-P12 and 30 rounds of ammo. I believe that places this mission somewhere just south of Fubar.
I did not understand all what you said, Ulukai. But if you are looking for more items, I would like to give you this.
What is it?
This Gamsav is believed to save a Talon's essence when it is held and squeezed in one's hand. When you do this, a strange glow builds inside the Gamsav, and after a few moments, it lets out a bright light. This is believed to imprint your essence on the Gamsav, but you cannot move while the light is growing.
Skip it, Chief. This is too much. Look, I think I need to clear my head. Got a place I can stretch my legs a bit?
Of course, Ulukai. Our camp is open to you. You should find my son Jan. He can help you. Once he has done so, return to me, and I will open the Dalka, so you may leave.
Lexicon accessed. Medical supplies located.
Come here a second, would you? What is a Daoka?
They are the travel rings that have been found throughout Adelpha for thousands and thousands of moons. No Talon knows who created them, only that they allow fast travel to regions where they lie. We turned ours off to make sure no soldiers followed us when we rescued you.
What are these Mon you told me about again?
It is said that you will come to Adelpha and reunite the 5 Mons. Then the season of Feyran will come to an end and all of Adelpha will be at peace once again.
And what are they?
No Talon knows. They were found by Caesar and then hidden from the soldiers of Feyran by all the Shamas after Caesar was reverted. Find the Shamas in any region you enter to begin finding them on, Urukai.
What is a Yod?
The Yods are the forces that watch us from above and give all Talon our essence. They are the ones who have brought you to us, we hope.
Can you tell me about Shamazar?
It is the region that the Daoke in our camp leads to. This region is filled with temples and many Talon there are forced to grow food for Feyran's soldiers.
Lexicon accessed.
Say, Zokrum, what's with that Gamsav you gave me?
That is your Gamsav. It is a very special piece of Adelpha, and only a few are ever found.
Great. What's it good for?
If you take it in your hand and squeeze it, light and sound from inside the Gamsav grows. When it reaches full power, it will cause a bright flash. That flash is thought to save your essence, in case you are reverted.
Oh, that's different.
Be warned that if you use this near soldiers, that they will hear it and come running. Also, any energy that comes near your Gamsav will disrupt it, and you will have to begin again trying to use it.
How many times can I use it?
I do not think it has a limit, Urukai.
What can you tell me of Croax?
I was very young when he became the leader of Feyran's soldiers. From what my father told me before being reverted, Croax always tried to be in control.
How did he and Feyran get together?
When Feyran first arrived in Shamazar, he met with Caesar several times. They were always seen arguing. Croax saw his chance to join forces with Feyran. And together, they began to teach their message of power over the weak.
Tell me more about the Dolotai Guardians.
All Talon of the Essence Fey used to be Dolotai Guardians. Since the Fey Essence allows us to use our essence to attack, we became the hunters and protectors of the Talon.
So what went wrong?
When Feyran arrived in Shamazar, he began to change the minds of some of the Fey Talon. He said that the Fey were stronger and should lead the other Talon. Many of the Fey did not listen to Feyran, but a few of the less honorable ones did.
Why didn't you try and stop him then?
Many of us began to battle with the followers of Feyran, but the way of the Talon must be one of peace, or the essence suffers. This is how it has been for countless thousands of moons. Caesar spoke against our use of force, and we followed his message, but Feyran took advantage of this, and reverted many of Caesar's followers.
And now?
Now we are but a few left. Feyran has done his best to remove our voice from Adelpha, but we continue to fight in our own way. Many Talon want us to succeed, but most are afraid to say it.
Lexicon accessed.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Yam's tests, Urukai?
No, not yet.
I believe you will find his help most rewarding, Urukai. Return to...
So how can I get out?
Have you finished Yam?
Lexicon accessed.
Excuse me, pal. Are you Jan?
Yes, Ulukai. I'm glad that you are feeling better.
Thanks. Your father said you could help me get the kinks out.
The what?
Forget it. I need to get some exercise. Can you help me out?
I can do that, Ulukai. There are 4 tests we do here to train other Guardians. I can guide you through them if you would like.
I would.
Then you can choose from our tests of jumping, swimming, targeting, or sneaking.
Notepad accessed.
Say, can you tell me a bit more about your father?
He is a great leader, and if things were different in Adelpha, he would be the leader of all the Dolotai Guardians. As it is this moon, we must hide or face the reverting flames of Feyran.
He gets people to join him by burning them?
Yes, Ulukai.
Strange recruitment plan. How's your father fighting back?
We never fight, although most of us would like to. I am beginning to think that my father's essence is going weak. I want to no longer listen to his teachings of Khazar and of peace. I want more than anything to revert Feyran myself for what he has done.
Whoa, simmer down there, Jan. I'm sure your father knows what he's doing.
We shall see soon enough.
Unstable organic energy detected.
Let's see if this headset transmitter works. Slade to group. Slade to group. Is anyone reading me? Damn it, people! Turn on your receivers!
Foreign material detected. Foreign material detected. Foreign material detected. Foreign material detected. Oxygen level low.
That was cold. Yo, short.
Hey there, how's it going?
Great, Urukai. You are better, I see.
I could be worse, although I don't really see how.
I can try and give you some info about the Shamaz or the region of Shamazar if you would like.
What can you tell me about the Shamaz?
They used to have greater numbers of their kind, like Asgardians, but since Feyran and Croax began to rule Adelpha, they have disappeared in great numbers.
Feyran's been killing them?
That is what most fear, Ulukai. Feyran has made it illegal for any Shamaz to teach about the other Yods or of the Prophet Khazar. Those that do, disappear. We have made efforts as well to keep alive the teachings of Khazar and the Yods, but we too lose more guardians every moon. I fear that one moon's...
So why does Feyran allow some of the Shamaz?
He will always need Shamaz. They can use their essence to heal. Croax forces them to heal his soldiers, and Feyran makes them heal the workers so they can work harder for him. There was a time that none of the Shamaz would help Feyran. But when he continued to revert them until there were only a few left, they decided that they needed to stay alive to attempt to continue their teachings and agreed to Feyran's terms.
They're on his side now?
No, Ulukai. Never question the loyalty of a Shamaz. They will all be delighted to see you and will help you the best they can. Khazar suggested this, and the Shamaz have listened. The only reason you should ever fear a Shamaz is...
Is when?
Forgive me, Ulukai, but they were told by Khazar that if your essence was discovered to be evil, they were not to help you. But I am certain that will not be the case.
Lexicon. Access.
What can you tell me?
Large temples are placed all around that region. They are all used to go to pay tribute to the Yods of the essences. These moons, very few are allowed to travel to them, and the offering plates beneath the idols atop the temple stand bare.
Why can't you travel to them?
Feyran has all but destroyed all forms of worship to the other Yods. Now his Yod, the Yod Fey, is the only Yod all can worship frequently. For the other three, all must do it in secret. Only the Shamaz are allowed to travel much to these other temples, but even their time there is limited.
What else can you tell me of Shamazar?
Recent rains there have made the ground very dangerous in some parts. Be careful around the dark land areas. Also, the waters of Shamazar hold danger. I even hear stories of a large, dangerous beast in the waters behind a temple, but I do not know which one.
Hi there.
Ah, you walk among us at last. The Yods be praised.
Thanks.
Would you like to know about the regions of Talanzar or Modazar?
What can you tell me of Modazar?
This region is one of wasted land, as well as Talanzar. Only a few thousand moons ago, large trees and many animals made Modazar a wonderful place. Now, the land dies more every moon. Only the most vicious plants and animals live there now.
What happened to it?
Feyran mines a mineral there, which he uses to make the soldiers' weapons. As more of this mineral is taken from the ground, the region dies. The Shamaz believe that the mineral is the link between the Yods and Adelpha itself. But I have no feelings about this.
What is this mineral?
You will need to ask another Talon this, Ulukai. I have just become a Guardian, and am only beginning my studies. I am only now being taught about Modazar.
What else have you been taught?
Modazar supplies all of this mineral for Feyran. I remember something about a large tear in the ground that separates two parts of the region, and large holes left from old mines. I do not remember much else.
Lexicon accessed.
Tell me about Talanzar.
Talanzar was a great region once, full of life and color. Now it is a wasteland. Many say that the Yods have done this because they know this to be the home of Feyran, and they attempt to revert him. But I am not sure I believe this.
Feyran is always there?
Most of the time, yes. He built a great palace there. Around it lies the city of Okriana, the only city in Talanzar. Almost all regions of Adelpha send supplies to Talonzar, for this is the center of Croax's best soldiers.
Sounds like a busy place.
It is. Many Talon live there, trying to do little to attract the wrath of Feyran or Croax. You should not enter this region until you feel ready to do so. Soldiers are everywhere inside Ogriana. But if you ever find yourself inside Ogriana, you will find that staying...
Lexicon accessed.
Hello.
You have my greetings, Ulukai. I have just returned from Okasankar, and I am glad to see you are well.
Where?
The region of Okasankar. I was there because I was the last guardian to leave Okar, the region where we found you. It was my duty to make sure no trail was left by us that would lead the soldiers to us.
What can you tell me about this Okar place?
That region is where we found you, Ulukai. Khazar spoke of your arriving in that region, and for many moons we hid among the trees, avoiding the soldiers of Croax. We had all but given up hope that you would arrive when we saw the bright light of your arrival.
Then what happened?
You arrived near a group of soldiers. They were about to discover you when we attacked them and drove them away.
You attacked?
Only with sleep darts and other not violent means. We never revert other Talan. After this, you were brought here to safety. Only I remained behind to hide our tracks. That region is a very dangerous one. Full of mystery it is.
What kind of mystery?
There are stories that the ruins of the region are the remainders of the ancients. I doubted this until I visited the region on the quest of recovering you. During the moons we hid out in the region, I saw what I think was a Dauka, except this one was very large. It had symbols at the top of it to a place I have never seen on symbols of other Dauka. But I will never know the answer to its secret.
Why is that?
That Dauka was broken, if it even was a Dauka. Others with me thought it to be a monument of some kind. Most Talan do not believe in the story of the ancients, but I like to think they could have been.
Lexicon accessed.
Tell me about this Oka Sankar.
It is a region full of water. The city of Sayana lies around a mountain that rises high above the water.
The ancient one?
The stories about them are many, and each is different.
What can you tell me?
The most popular story is that there were two races in the beginning, Talan and the Ancients. The Yods watched as both races began to live on Adelpha. When the Yods saw the Ancients hurting Adelpha, they reacted quickly to rid Adelpha of them. Many Talan were lost in their anger, but the few that survived spoke with the Yods and promised to never harm Adelpha again.
You don't believe this story?
I do not know, Ulukai. Some moons I do not. But then I think about the Daoka and other objects that no Talan knows how they arrived on Adelpha, and I wonder.
Lexicon accessed. Lexicon accessed. detected.
Come here a second, would you?
What about this targeting test?
You have finished that test, Ulukai. There is no need to repeat it.
Tell me about your test of swimming.
You have...
Let's try this.
You have...
What is this?
This is our most difficult test. Since my father orders that we follow the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we find that we are forced to try and sneak into places without the soldiers seeing us.
Nothing wrong with a little sneak and peek. Saves on ammo.
If you say, Ulukai, me, I want to fight. But my father forbids it. And so now we train how to retrieve objects without being spotted. Follow me and I will tell you the rules.
Come here a second, would you?
Ulukai, you will now begin the most difficult of our tests. What we will do is have you stand in the area of the square. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you must begin to try and get the fruit I lay on the ground.
Sounds easy enough.
It will not be, Ulukai. If you leave the square before I count 3, I will start over. If I see you, I will tell you, and you will have to come to me to restart the test.
Let's go then.
Enter your square and we will begin. Wait for my count, please.
Notepad.
One, 2, 3.
Want to try that?
I guess... One, 2, 3. it! I could not see you!
So, did I pass?
Yes, Ulukai. I have no doubts that you could pass our tests. It was my honor to help you get out of your kink. I hope now that we will be able to learn more useful battle strategies from you.
Your father wouldn't be too happy about that.
My father does not want to see what is happening around him. He talks of the old moons of the Guardians and the honor their name once held. Never does he see that few are being left alive which believe the way he does.
Don't worry, Jan. I've never failed in a mission yet.
May the odds be silent during your travels, Ulukai. My father will be glad to hear that you are ready to begin.
Thanks.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. You will need this.
Hey, that's an EVD. Where did you find this?
This and many sacred objects are all around Adelpha now, Ulukai. When they were found, many believe them objects of the Yods.
Say, can you tell me a bit more?
He is a great...
He...
Stable organic energy detected.
That was cold. Can I see you for a second?
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Yam's tests, Ulukai?
Sure did. He says I passed with flying colors. Now I should get going.
As you wish, Ulukai. But before you leave, I will remind you of our deal. You find the 5 Mons, and we will attempt to find that what you seek.
That'll have to do for now. But just know, the second I find that probe, I'm completing the mission first. Understood?
It shall be as you say, Ulukai. Now the path to your first Mon lies in Shamazar, the region beyond the Daoka in our camp. Once you arrive there, you will need to find Shamaz Zeb. He may be in the village to the far west of the Daoka where you appear.
Sounds like a plan.
In other regions as well, you will need to find the Shamaz. They are the only ones who can help you find the Mons.
So the only people I should find are them?
Others will try to help, Ulukai. A good talent to find is also a recreator. I think they have discovered secrets about your sacred objects.
The recreators?
Yes. They and all others will help you. I only hope you will find the help of the leaders as well.
The leaders of what?
Many of the regions produce resources for the soldiers of Feyran and Croax. I have been in contact with many of them, but all are unwilling to stop their work for Feyran.
They like working for him?
No, Ulukai. They simply fear his anger, or they are too dumb to understand why we want to do this.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that if I have the time.
I know you can win them over. You have the mark of the Ulukai on you, and all will know your words carry great weight.
So that's what it is. I thought maybe one of your guys mistook me for a New York subway car.
Be warned, Ulukai. Many soldiers have been seen now that you are known to be alive. You will want to stay away from the Temple Fey in the center of Shamazar. There are many soldiers there. Stay to the south end of Shamazar.
Thanks for the advice.
Know this. All Guardians will be watching you. You will find our help when you are fulfilling the prophecy of the Ulukai, and you will know our anger if you do not. All Talon will know your actions and treat you in the manner you treat them.
You just remember that I need to find the others and that probe, and we'll get along famously.
Then I will activate the Daoka for you. May the Yods be silent, Ulukai.
Notepad. Accessed. Unstable organic energy detected. Stable organic energy detected. Accessed. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Hello there.
Ah, you are better, I see, Ulukai.
Sure am.
Then you will want to find Shamaz Zeb and begin searching the regions for the Mons. Please know that all the soldiers of every region are on the hunt for you. I would suggest that you stay here in Shamazar until you feel you are ready to travel into the other regions. But know that you can enter any of them whenever you feel the need.
Thanks for the tip.
It is my honor to help you, Ulukai. But another word of warning. Some Daokas lead directly into soldier camps. You would be wise to enter only those Daoka that you know lead to someplace less dangerous.
I'll keep that in mind.
Then I will not keep you any longer, Ulukai. Shamaz Zeb waits you in the village to the west. If you would like, I would like to take you to the village.
You can take me there, huh?
Yes, if you would like.
Sure, I'd love the company.
I will show you what I can along the way. Please follow me, Ulukai.
To the north of this spot is where the Temple Fae is. Many soldiers of Kuroax are around there. You should not enter there, Ulukai.
Sounds like good advice.
The Temple Fae is one of 4 temples in this region. The other 3 are to the northeast of the Temple Fae, but they are all smaller. We must go now.
Come here a second, would you? Where can I find the leader of this region?
Saw him moments ago to the west of here, Ulukai, but he was moving. He may be far to the west by now.
Tell me about Feyran.
His name brings only suffering. He seems to like the pain of others. I hope you can defeat him.
What do you know about the Temple Fae?
It is a very large temple that is completely surrounded by water. Feyran had it built so it was the center of Shamazar. Many soldiers are inside.
Can you give me any info on the soldiers here?
They patrol the fields regularly, and there are many of them around the Riss storehouses located all over Shamazar. But the most are sure to be found inside the...
Do you know anything about Khazar?
He was a great being. His knowledge and kindness brought thousands of happiness.
Is there anything you can...
His time here on Adelpha has made us all suffer. Sometimes he is seen...
Do you know where I can find Shema?
Look southwest from me, Ulukai. I hear he is...
Do you know where I can...
He was southwest of here,
Can I see you for a second?
Do you know where I can...
He was southwest of here a short time ago. If you go that direction for a...
Unstable organic energy detected.
Do you know where I can find...
That is him right there.
Hi there.
Oh, the Yons have returned you from your sleep. I am pleased.
Thanks. Now, about that Mon.
I have waited for this moon since I was a small Talan to finally meet the Ulukai.
Great. The Mon?
Oh yes, the Mon. I am afraid I have a confession to make.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Yes, Ulukai. I do not know where the Mon is. Please forgive me. But the Shamas before me would reverted before telling the secret of the Mon.
That's okay. It's what I expected with the kind of day I'm having.
Wait, a Dalan named Narn has searched for the Mon for the past few moons. His friend was killed by Croax. Since he believes the stories about the Mon being a powerful weapon of the Yods, he is trying to claim it for himself.
Has he made any progress?
Again, I fail you in not knowing Ulukai. I have not seen him since last moon, but I need to find him and calm the fire that burns in his essence before he reverts Croax.
Sounds like Croax is in need of a little reverting.
No, Ulukai. The essence suffers when Talan reverts Talan.
Notepad accessed.
Could you heal me?
Of course, Ulukai. Now be more careful.
How do all Talan feel about me?
There is no real way of saying if they think you are doing well or not.
Tell me more about...
Well, I know very little, but the basics are simple. There are 4 essences: Ka, Fei, Eloi, Kanda. Each is linked with other aspects of life. You should ask Shemaz Mezum at the Temple Eloi for more details about this. I am only beginning my study.
Tell me about these Yods.
The Yods are the creators of all essence, Ulukai. They control all of our lives and our destinies. We have built 4 temples to the north to honor each of these Yods.
What can you tell me about the temple?
The Temple Fei used to be the same as the other 3 essence temples to the north of it. But when Fei Ran began to rule, he said that it needed to reflect his power.
So he rebuilt it?
Yes, it is now larger than the other temples. Croax has 2 Daoka inside the temple. They lead to soldier camps in the regions of Okasankar and Motazar. I would not enter those until you know it is safe.
Thanks for the advice.
Croax is usually seen at the Temple Fei, giving instructions to his soldiers. If the Mon is hidden there, it will not be easy to get. Talk.
Notepad accessed.
I want to know more about this reverting.
Reverting is what we call it when a Talan dies. His essence is reverted back to the Yod which first gave it to him.
How?
For example, a Fei Talan is reverted by fire. Then his essence is returned to the Yod Fei.
You burn them alive?
No. If a Talan dies peacefully, the essence remains inside until the body is reverted. The reverting ceremony also allows the Talan's destiny to appear. We call that the Hazades.
Whoa, X-Files, eat your heart out.
Lexicon accessed.
What is a Hazades?
Think of the Hazades like the essence of a Talan, which rises once they are reverted, then travels to the person or place it needed to see to finish its destiny.
Lexicon accessed.
Can you tell me about...
There is little else I can tell you, Ulukai. I wish there was more I could do. Shabazz Mazum might be of more...
Can you give me some info?
He has been the leader of Feyran forces ever since Feyran began to rule Adelpha. I hear he's been...
How did he and Feyran...
When Feyran was seen arguing with the prophet Khazar, Croax approached him and the two decided they would rule Adelpha.
So you don't know...
Have you spoke with Ilot yet? He could be the best talent to ask. I wish I knew, but I have not seen Narn since his last...
Lexicon accessed. Accessed. Stable organic energy detected.
Ouch.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Oh.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Excuse me, pal.
Hello there.
Greetings, Ululu. How are you this moon?
That's Ulukai, isn't it?
That is what I said, no?
Okay.
Mar knows what he says. Mar is leader of all Shamatzar.
What can you tell me about the risks around here?
All the risk goes to the soldiers. We keep a little for ourselves. But friend Croak says too much risk makes workers slow.
Guess that doesn't apply to soldiers, huh?
What?
Forget it.
If soldiers not get risk every moon from us, friend Croaks would be very mad, and soldiers would become weaker. I cannot let that happen.
From what?
From something.
What can you tell me about Shamazar?
Low-level energy
And
source
just who put you in charge?
Croaks did.
Stable organic energy detected.
Could you heal me?
Of course.
Excuse me, pal.
How's it going?
At long last, the Ulukai has arrived. My father would be proud to know that I am meeting you.
He would?
Yes, Ulukai. He was a recreator like I am. My name is Clath. I am eager to be helping you.
What other help can you give me?
You know that many regions here supply different items for Pharaon.
I'm finding that out, yes.
Well, besides helping you with making weapon fuel, we recreators have an idea.
What's that?
You can affect the soldiers that block your paths to the Mons by finding a way to get each leader of the regions to agree to stop producing their supplies to the soldiers.
Yeah? Thanks.
Mar in the village here, for example. All Talon are afraid of him because one bad word from him and any Talon will disappear forever. But Mar is stupid and does not understand the harm he causes.
What can I do?
If he were to agree with stopping risk production, all Talon would do so gladly. But you will have to convince all here and Mar that you are indeed the Ulukai that we all hoped would come.
Can you explain what a recreator is?
We are but a few Eloi Talon who can recreate simple objects after we have examined them with our essence. We have been working for Pharaon for thousands of moons, though, creating weapons for his soldiers.
Against your wishes, I hope.
That is true, Ulukai. And to show this, I would like to offer to help you on behalf of all recreators. You need only show us any of your sacred objects which fuel your weapons, and we will attempt to make them for you.
How do you know about those?
All Talon have them, Ulukai. We have studied them and found that we would be able to recreate some of these objects with material from Adelpha. If you want any more history about us recreators, see Hoon in Okriana.
Can you make me any weapons?
Sorry, Ulukai. The weapons we know how to make are made to be fueled by a Fey Talon's essence, like the soldiers. From what I hear, you do not have this essence, and these weapons cannot be used by you. I wish I could do this for you, you must know.
Lexicon. Access.
What do you need to make weapon fuel for me?
You need only bring a sample of the weapon fuel you need made, and I and the other recreators will know what you need made. At that time, we can tell you what material from Adelpha we will need to create your fuel.
Energy source detected.
Can you make these?
I have seen those before, yes. Bring me these objects for one container of these fuels.
Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes. Please give me some time.
Medical supplies located. Link located. HKP-12 ammo located.
Have you seen Narn?
No, not this moon, Uluk.
Have you seen...
I believe him to be northwest of here. I do not see him from here.
Warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
Excuse me, pal.
How's it going?
Can I see?
The key.
Have you seen Ilot?
Last saw him west from me, but this was long time past. Maybe your journey takes you in that direction.
Have you seen Ilot?
You want that Talan there.
Can I ask you something?
Have you seen Ilot?
You want...
Excuse me, pal.
Go north.
Warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
Come here a second, would you?
Have you seen Ilot?
Go northwest from me, Ulukai.
Tell me a bit about...
We planted for the soldiers of Croax. They...
What can you tell me about Mar?
That Talon is so dumb, but very dangerous. Mar does not...
Yo,
are you Ilot?
Yes, that is I. Are you looking for Narn as well?
Yeah, do you know where he is?
Like I tell soldiers, I have not seen him in many moons. Now I must work.
I really need to find your brother.
I know you want to help, Ulukai, but I am behind in my work. If only a Shamaz could come soon and heal me, then I could have time to speak with you. I must work or I face more punishment.
Notepad accessed.
I need your help. Can you heal Ilot for me?
Again, the soldiers of Croax beat him.
Looks that way.
They constantly look for Narn. Every worker not in the race field means they lose their quota for race for the soldiers. When that happens, the soldiers become weaker. But let us not delay.
Weaker, huh?
detected. Warning. Mid-level energy source detected. Warning. Mid-level energy source detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
You feel better?
Oh yes. Thank you so much, Ulukai.
Glad to hear it. Now, about your brother.
2 moons ago, Narn's best friend, Lam, was sick. He was not able to finish his field. Croax found out and had Lam reverted.
For being sick?
No, for not finishing his field. The soldiers depend on the risks that we supply them to remain strong. Lam was only ill 1 moon. Still, Croax had him reverted.
And Narn?
He went crazy with rage. I have never seen a Talon get so upset. He ran off in search of the Mon, which he believes is a powerful weapon of the Yads. I fear he intends to poison his essence by reverting Croax himself.
So, do you know where Narn is?
I do not, Ulukai. But I did see him last moon. He talked a bit about discovering the secret of the 4 temples, and it having something to do with the essence idols. But I know nothing about these stories.
Who would?
Narn spoke of talking with Shamaz Mazum at the Temple Eloi. You should maybe try there. It is north of the Temple Fey.
Thanks. What is an essence idol, by the way?
I do not know, Ulukai. But the 2 risk counters near the waters of the Temple Fey can tell you more about them, I think. I hear them talk of them sometimes.
All right. That'll have to do.
Oh yes, Ulukai. You may want to bring a Magua with you when you visit him. I hear the Shamaz is very tired from healing Talon this moon.
Notepad accessed.
Where are the other temples?
All of the other temples are to the
Know where I can find a risk counter?
There is Mar in the village, but there are two others near the southwest of the Temple Fae, near the water.
Know where I can find a risk counter?
Yes, Mar is the leader of Shamazar, and the head risk counter. But there are two others who are to the southwest of the Temple Fae, near the water.
Do you know something about Magua?
It is very rare. Only soldiers are allowed to have them.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about the soldiers? What can you tell me about Shamazar?
Shamazar is the best of all regions of Adelpha. Mar is in charge.
And just who put you in charge?
Croax did. I always think that friend Croax was mean, Talan.
I don't know. I wonder why he picked you.
Because Mar is the smartest Talan.
Yeah, maybe.
He also said that I was, how did he say, not able to cause an uprising.
Sounds like the same logic a certain nasty goose stepper used. So what do you do?
I count risks and tell friend Croax how many workers not finish their work with a risk.
What happens to those workers?
I think he takes them to go talk to them or something. They never come back. So they must be getting a different job somewhere.
Yeah, probably pushing a...
You think that is a good job? Maybe I should try it.
Is there anything useful?
Most Talan are afraid of the soldiers. I can always tell when a patrol is coming, because the Talan near.
Doesn't sound like they like the soldiers.
I do not know why. Soldiers like Ma.
Have you any idea what kind of food resources Feyran has overall?
Soldiers are strong. I do not like them strong.
What about the soldiers' weapons?
Weapons of soldiers, really strong.
What about the soldiers' morale?
What is morale?
Mar, is there any way I could convince you to stop your wrist production?
No, I do not think other Talan will follow their great leader Mar on this.
Why?
They all speak quietly of wanting to see the Essence Stone returned. I have never seen stone either. Mar wants to see pretty stone.
Notepad accessed.
Who do I ask about this Essence Stone?
Speak with Zio about that.
Notepad accessed.
We're trying to find Zio.
He is at the Well of Essence. Look to the far northeast of the Temple Fae.
Do you know about the
Yes, Lukai.
The first Alan standing place. I wish it was back, so I could have used it when I was converted.
Do you know anything about the other temples?
Not much, Ulukai. They are just temples for the...
Where are the other?
All of the other temples are to...
Excuse me, pal. How do all...
There is no real way of...
Could you heal me?
Of course, Ulukai. Now be more careful.
Where can I find Logar?
He is to the northeast of me, maybe, but I have not seen him for some time.
Yo, Shorty.
Where can I find Logar?
Find him to the northeast of me. Walk many steps in that direction.
Organic energy detected.
Where can I find Logar?
Go northwest from me, Ulukai. He is there, I think, but I cannot see him now.
Foreign vegetation detected.
Pardon me, buddy. Greetings.
Hello, Ulukai. I am Zio.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about Magua, would you?
As a matter of fact, I do, Ulukai. You might want to see Logar. He is one of the Riz workers. I hear he gets his hands on many things, including Magua.
Notepad accessed.
What is the Well of Essence?
The well? It is where all Talan come to be converted into a full Talan.
Converted?
Yes. From the well comes a vast amount of raw essence energy. When a Talan who has not yet been converted stands near the well of essence, this energy flows through them and activates their true Talan essence inside.
It's not dangerous, is it?
No, Lukai. All Talan do this when they reach the proper age. It is only then that a child becomes an adult and can join the rest of us to work for the Yods. No one knows which essence a Talan will become until after the conversion ceremony is complete.
Say, Zio, I've been meaning to ask this. How come I've not seen any children around?
They are all with the females in Khazar. This is where they are raised until it is time for their conversion into adulthood at the Well of Essence.
Lexicon accessed.
Why are there no females around?
They do not like to be around us males unless it is the time of mating. Then, for only 5 moons, we males are allowed to travel to Khazar. We are then chosen by the females for mating if we are lucky.
And the unlucky ones?
They get to care for the children for the 5 moons. After that time, we males must leave, taking with us any of the males who have come of age. We then bring them here for a large conversion ceremony.
And Feyron lets this happen?
He has no choice. If the time of mating is missed, no new soldiers will be created for his forces.
How many times you been picked?
Ulukai, that is a very personal question.
What is the history of...
Countless thousands of moons ago, there was a Talan who came near the well of the first time. We call him the first Talan, since he was the first among us to receive his essence. He stood near the well, trying to look down into it, when he felt the essence energy surge through him. After this, he discovered that he could heal another Talan.
That is interesting.
Yes, he thought so as well. After that, Talan after Talan have come to the well at a certain age to be converted from child to adult. All used to look forward to standing on the very stone the first Talan stood, but that stone, the Essence Stone, has been removed by Croax.
Lexicon accessed.
Why did Croax take the...
Croax is a power-hungry Talan. He thinks that by possessing the Essence Stone and praying with it at the Temple Fey, he can convince the Yod Fey to deliver him more soldiers, during the conversion ceremony.
Has it worked?
I do not think so. He keeps it hidden outside the temple face someplace. If anyone were able to return the stone to me, the soldiers would be quite upset.
Upset?
Yes. They all consider it to be their own personal stone to the Yods. Were it to disappear, the soldiers would lose much heart. Also, the workers...
Dropping any hints, are we, Zio?
Oh no, Ulukai. I am thinking out loud.
Notepad accessed. Foreign vegetation detected.
Where can I find Logar?
You want that Talan there.
Are you Logar?
Yes, Ulukai. I am he.
Good. I need some Magua.
Why do you think I have it?
Because I've been told that you have a way of acquiring things, and Magua is something you like to acquire.
I have been known to do so, yes, but at great risk to myself.
I'm smelling a price tag.
My services are not cheap, and this is my only Magua, Ulukai.
All right, let's do this.
Tell no one that you got this from me, please, Ulukai. I try to stay quiet.
What can you tell me about Magua?
It is a plant that used to grow in large numbers in another region. When a Talon eats Magua, they regain their essence very quickly. Now, only a few plants remain, and Croax has made it illegal for any Talon but his soldiers to have them.
Lexicon accessed.
Have you any idea where Shama's Mazam?
I have seen him at the Temple Eloi this moon, Ulukai. Go far north from the Temple Fae and you will find...
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Can I ask you something?
Hi there.
My tired eyes look upon the Ulukai.
So I've been told.
My essence sings inside, but
Rest? Can you give me some...
I would be most happy to, Ulukai. But
Can I get you anything?
if you were to find a Magua, I might be able to regain some of my essence. Look to the far...
Notepad
About that Magua.
Have you found one?
Yep, sure do.
Great. May I have it now?
Of course.
Thank you.
Tastes good, does it?
No, it is a little flat. Now, what questions do you have, Urukai?
What can you tell me about that barrier?
Only that Fei Ran created it, and it has kept out all who have tried to enter.
What is beyond it?
A breeding and training camp for Ventilopes. Croax's Ventilope trainers live there as well.
Any way to get around it?
Not that I know of yet, Urukai. The Ventilope are a terror in the sky for all who oppose the will of Fei Ran.
I was told by Ilot that his brother Narn may have come to see you.
Oh yes, Urukai. That poor Talon. It makes my essence hurt to see one with such anger inside him. He was here 2 moons ago.
What was he looking for?
None believes the story that these 4 essence temples all have a secret. I have heard these stories myself, but I have never discovered if they were true.
Did he learn anything by seeing you?
No, I do not think so. Oh, but he did ask to see my Sankra tablet.
Could you explain the Sankra to me?
I would be happy to, Urukai, but I think it would be much easier if I could show you on the tablet.
Can't you just tell me?
I have forgotten it, Urukai.
You what?
It has been hundreds of moons since I last studied the tablet, and I always get one part confused. Please bring it here, and I can refresh my memory.
What is this about a...
Narn wanted to find out if I
What is on this tab?
The part.
So he went and got it?
I do not know. I sent him to go see Mar, the chief of the village. I have been...
Succeeded in what?
Mar harms other Talon without knowing it. He is very simple, but his essence is pure. I am trying to see if I can...
Why do you have to hide this tablet?
Fei Ran wants to be the only being that Talon learn from. He only keeps us few Shamas alive to heal his workers. But go see Mar and tell him to get...
Notepad accessed. Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Do you know where Mar is?
I hear he is to the southwest of this point. You must go many steps that direction.
Do you know where Mar...
I hear he is to the southwest of...
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Come here a second, would you?
Tell me a bit more.
This riss is going to feed the...
Doesn't sound very fair.
Of course it is not. The soldiers eat all the riss we make.
So why not stop?
It is hard to get all to agree to this.
Can't you do something about...
Like what?
Well, silent...
One of the Shamars here is trying to gain Mar's trust. So many soldiers beat Mar when he was a worker that when Croax began to treat him nice...
I've heard of that tactic.
We need to get Mar on our side. He may be the dumbest Talon I have ever met, but all others here feel...
He's just one Talon. If he's all that's stopping you, why not take more drastic...
All Talon believe that violence is not a tool, Ulukai, and all feel Mar is not at fault, so none want him harmed. We just need someone to convince him to help us hurt the soldiers by slowing down our risk shipments. Someone like...
I knew that would... I hear that you know some...
I do, Ulukai. I only wish that I was able to give them to you easily as was intended.
Was intended?
Yes. We Guardians have been hiding them for thousands of moons. To one moon give them to you. We had the best place to hide them, in each of the 4 risk storehouses. The soldiers never went into these storehouses.
And now?
There are soldiers guarding every one. On the moon that you appeared on Adelpha, a small number of farmers became too happy and began burning the riss at one of the storehouses, trying to weaken the soldiers.
How nice of them.
When Croax learned of this, he had 3 times the number that were involved reverted, and then posted many soldiers around the houses.
And the idols are still in there, right?
Yes.
My lucky day.
All except the idol that was in the storehouse next to the village. It was discovered missing last moon. We think the soldiers must have found it and taken it into the heart of the Temple Fae. But the other 3 are in the storehouses that are surrounded by soldiers.
And have you any idea why you were guarding them?
No, Ulukai. I did hope that you would know already. My guess is that it has something to do with the statues at the top of the temples, since...
Notepad accessed.
Where are these?
I would be glad to take you there myself, Ulukai.
Just tell me then.
2 of them are on islands in the water around the Temple Fae. Another is to the northeast of the Temple Fae, placed in between the Temple Eloi and the Temple Ganda.
Thanks.
Be careful attacking these places, Ulukai. They are heavily...
Notepad accessed.
Can I ask you something?
Hey there.
Hail to you, Urukai.
I don't think so.
Zort, that animal-loving Salinas is going to get me reverted if he does not hurry up.
What's happening with Zelinus?
He was supposed to deliver at Twanha with bags of rice for me, so I could continue my rounds to the farmers in the fields. If I do not get to work soon, Croax's soldiers will revert me for sure.
Where is Zelinus?
That is a very good question, Urukai. If you see him, tell him I need that Twanha now. He is usually in the village being too friendly with those Zort Twanha.
Sure.
Lexicon accessed.
What can you tell me about the soldiers here?
They all come from the Temple Fae. It is not only their temple to the Yod Fae, but their place of gathering.
Anything else you can think of?
Not right now, Urukai.
Can you tell me more about Riss?
It is the plant we...
Can I ask you something?
Say, have you seen Zelinus?
Go to the south of here for a short time, then you may find him.
Say, have you seen Zelinus?
You want to go south to find him. I know see him from here, but last...
Excuse me, pal.
Say, have you seen Zelinus?
Go to the south of here for a short time. Then you may find him.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected. level energy source detected.
Hello.
Oh, the yards smile on me. You are the Ulukai, no?
Yeah, that's me. Good old Ulukai.
I cannot wait to tell my friends that I meet you today. What can Zelenas do for you this wonderful moon?
Zolas sent me. He said he's been waiting forever for you to send him his next Twanha.
Did I forget again? Oh my! I just hate taking them out to the fields to see them working.
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
Would you take it out there for me, Ulukai? I would be grateful if you did.
If I have to.
Oh, thank you, Ulukai.
What do I have to do?
I will give you this gi. As long as you hold it in your hand, the Twanha will follow you. But if it gets scared away by fighting, then you will have a hard time finding it.
Damn, that gi is funky. Phew.
The Twanha you need is in the pen near the Okriana da Ok.
What are those
creatures? Oh no, silly Ulukai.
What can you tell me?
Oh my, yes, that is...
Look there?
For your mon, silly. It is there, or at least I think it is, at the top of the temple inside the Great Flame itself.
You've seen it?
Well, I think so. When I was a young Talon, I tried to free the Ventilopes from the Ventilope camp on the other side of the barrier to the north of the Temple Fae. I was releasing one when it began to fly away and picked me up in its...
By mistake?
Oh yes, I am sure it did not mean to do it. Ventilopes are such nice creatures. Anyway, as I was flying over the Temple Fae, I got a good look at the flame, and I was admiring how pretty it looked when I...
And you think that's where the Mon is?
Well, it is a great place to hide it if you did not want someone to find it easy.
Out of curiosity, what did this nice Ventilope do to end your flight?
I am sure it did not mean to hurt me.
It dropped you, didn't it?
It is such a simple creature. They would...
Lexicon. Access.
What can you tell me about...
You have no idea of how peaceful and wonderful the Twanha truly are. They have a family just like ours, with a mother and a...
That's pretty...
Yes, they are such a great animal.
Why is that?
You see these pens around the village? They were built by him to contain and tame the wild Twanha of Shamazar. He now makes them work just...
It's that bad for them?
How would you like it if you had to carry Riss all moon long?
How do I ride one of these Twanha?
Oh, I do not approve of any Talon riding, my friends.
I really don't know, Zelenus. I never gave it much thought.
I do all the time, seeing them work so hard, bringing them back when they look half dead from a...
Well, let's imagine that I would be nice to it.
Oh, I trust you, Ulukai. I know that you would be kind to them. To ride one of my friends, you would simply show it its gi, approach them from the left side, and it will let...
And that's it?
Yes, they are not like us. They trust so completely.
So when I'm not riding it, what do I have to do?
They will usually find a spot to eat or drink from. If you do not see it for a long time, you have only to come back to the village. They usually return to my loving arms.
Nice image.
Oh yes, Ulukai, you must promise to feed them hottie. If you ever find them, they simply love those.
It just stopped?
Yes, poor thing. I guess it was really hungry to have forgotten about that Gamor.
Either that or extremely dumb.
I am sorry, Ulukai.
Never mind. Anything else?
Oh yes. Twanhas do not like to get into water.
Tell me more about...
As you wish, Ulukai.
What is it exactly?
The gi is a piece of cloth that is dipped in its mother's sweat.
You mean to tell me it's a sweat sock?
I do not know that term, Ulukai. When a Twanha smells its odor, it becomes as...
I don't know any children who were tame around their parents. I sure was.
Well, that is what makes the Twanha such a grand creation of the yards. Its simplicity.
And I sure wouldn't have behaved if you'd shoved my dad's gym socks under my... Say, Zelenus, How much for one of your Tuanha?
You want to bring a Tuanha into your life? How nice!
Yeah, ain't I a softie? How much?
Will you care for it as one of your family?
Sure thing. How much?
And sing to it when it is tired?
Yeah, now how much?
And give it a bath when it needs one?
You need a date, Zelinus. Really, man.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Never mind. Zelinus, how much?
I will let one of my friends go with you for not many Zorkins.
No, that's too... Excuse me, pal. Say, Zelinus, how much for one of your Tuanha?
You want to bring a Tuanha into your life? How nice!
Yeah, ain't I a softie? How much?
Will you care for it as one of your family?
Sure thing.
And sing to it when it is tired?
Yeah, now how much?
And give it a bath when it needs one?
You need a date, Zelinus. Really, man.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Never mind. Zelinus, how much?
I will let one of my friends go with you for not many Zorkins.
No, that's too much.